following is a presentation of MRE Uno, Division 2.
Hello everyone and welcome to the round of 16 here in Justice July for MRA Uno. It's the final tournament of the regular season for D2 and we have a good one for you here tonight with some MRE After Dark. This is going to be the first qualifier match of this round, and we have number 6 notshort, who is looking to make the LCQ for the second straight season, taking on number 7 brii, who has been on quite a tear so far, already has her LCQ spot locked in, but looking to cause some more chaos here as she is on a roll and looking to take out yet another competitor to make her second regional final of the season. We'll take a look at this bracket here for the defense region. Again, we've had both matches here happen today. The first one happened earlier at around 3 p.m. and this one was not close at all. Mael with the dominating win over Atomic Atomics. Cinderella run comes to an end. 4-0 sweep. Wasn't even close. Mael continuing his dominating run at this point, up to 11 wins on the season, really positioning himself well for the playoffs, and also breaks the Pier's record from last season of the most regular season wins in D2. So he holds the record for his own now with 11, and he looks to keep adding to that tally, but we'll be determining his opponent for the regional finals here tonight with brii and notshort going at it. Brii looking for her second regional final of the season in her career. Short still looking for his first here, so a lot on the line here for Short, both in terms of his season and also morale. But again, we don't really have a schedule here. The schedule is literally just the bracket here, but let's go to the stream here. I am joined by my co-commentator Nifty. We got some late night action here. Nifty, welcome we welcome you into the booth. I'm gonna post the questions here for notshort and brii while you were talking, since both of them can't join VC at the moment. But walk me through your thoughts on this matchup coming into tonight.
Yeah, unfortunately, neither opponent gonna be here with us tonight. I mean, they're gonna be playing, but maybe it's a little bit better. Brii, this is her third streamed match in a row of this tournament, and I've been here for each of them. Nothing but chaos and talking back to both opponents and the hosts during her matches to try and keep things moving on the table talk. She actually, before this match, mentioned that she has an idea for a new table talk strategy, but isn't sure if it's going to be effective against our opponent here today, Short, who, Short, fun fact, is repping South Dakota in today's matchup. The land known for Mount Rushmore, the Badlands, and poor internet connection, which is why he's unfortunately not joining us here in the VC today.
Again, notshort, a very famous South Dakota player. As part of the league, he is the only player from South Dakota we ever had, and yes, this definitely counts as a state representative.
It's on the board for the stats here. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what we're going to be seeing out of this match. Obviously, Short's got more that he'd like to gain out of this one. As he sends a voice message here, I'll let you play that.
Yeah, again, short gonna answer through voice messages here. We'll read the question first and then play the response. Not sure we know the stakes for this matchup tonight, but let's shift things to a different claim. Regional finals. You've come close a couple of times. I haven't seen the find that direct drive into the hole yet. With all on the line here tonight, what have you learned from past games that you take going into tonight to try and get the job done? And we'll see what he says.
Yeah, I mean, regional finals has been somewhere I haven't been able to get to, which is what makes this a bit of a different feel tonight, aside from the LCQ stakes. But it's like at this point, I'm just kind of playing house money in a sense, and definitely if I were to advance tonight, I'd make house money. And obviously, um, it's been a tough season. Hoping to try and make it big here tonight, but I mean, it will be what it will be, and we'll drive it as far as we can. Let's say.
All right. Again, short gonna try to drive it as far as he can, and then he'll also add getting a shot at a higher seed last round certainly helped me prep since I have seemed to play better from below the 8 line this season. Well, that's gonna be interesting because since playing better from below the 8 line, because short's coming in as a 6 here, bree's coming in right behind as a 7. We'll see
Yeah,
how that plays a factor.
their records are almost near identical for the season here too. Bree's got 5 wins, one DQ, and one DQ win, and 3 losses. Uh, Short literally just one series win behind. If he wins this matchup against Bree, they'll be tied going into regional finals here.
All right. Still waiting on bree for the response there. Yeah.
Bree was quote too lazy to join the VC today. We'll see if she has enough effort to answer the questions.
I know from earlier she was a little bit nervous going into her third straight stream here, so I'm curious to see what she says on this one. But
Yeah,
uh,
that's definitely something she's brought up before. She doesn't like playing on stream. There's definitely a certain pressure that can come from that. And having to do
okay.
it, like I said, 3 times in a row in a tournament. I don't know if that's happened before in
Uh,
well,
I think
maybe in
someone has.
D1.
I think someone's. I actually had my entire what's it called tournament 2 victory on stream in D1. So
Well, look at that.
all right. Well, let's see what bree says. I am
Um,
watching an Animal video right now, so I'm not focusing the most. All right. Well, that's I love the camera. Well, maybe a bit of distractions could put her at disadvantage, but also
hmm,
could play as a part of her her games here. We'll have to see.
we'll have to see how this turns out.
5-1, 6-1 for me on stream. I don't think the number's that high, but
I
um,
mean, it's been 3 from this tournament and then maybe like 1 or 2 from February Flurry. Maybe maybe
well,
one
I mean,
more from another tournament.
lost in the final 4 in February. I actually don't think her streams were, so I think the 1 is right. I'm not sure about the 5.
Huh.
Actually, no, the regional final. Actually, that 5-1 probably is right. So, because I mean, her loss would have been from the final 4.
Interesting. All right.
I mean, we'd have to look at that, but I mean, again, Bree finds some success on stream here. But we'll see. I'm assuming it's gonna be the one with the slash face, but
Yeah, the
need to pray that
emoticon.
RN yeah, need to pray that RNG this helps me tonight and hope my table talk works. I'm gonna mention this also. This matchup could be similar to something we saw last season for Not Short when he played Rana. That matchup did not go very well for Short. Made a few mistakes throughout that one due to the table talk. So technically he has experience of what not to do in this type of style. So we'll see if you'll be able to take some notes from that going into this one.
All right, we're getting the match set up here as the clock's about to strike the top of the next hour.
I mean, again, with the one benefit with neither player in the VC is we could more elaborately discuss what's going on. But
Yeah.
12 to start off. All right, as red joins, yellow skip is going to be the starter for game 1.
All right. Baker's dozen is 13, ain't it? But we'll see how they cook with this one.
All right, yellow 6 is the opener, and it's an immediate slap from brii.
Oh. Might as well if you don't got anything else to pair that +2 with.
Ooh,
Just
really
pull
ditto.
ahead. Got
Yeah,
the
short might be the
swap
one
into
who
red.
gets. Short does the quick switch there.
We're dittoing.
Dittoing all over the board here. Going a little bit crazy here. Also, that is actually not correct. Brii is ranked 15th, not 16th.
brii taking a moment here. Goes
Yeah.
to red 4.
Brii down to 7, short at 10. Short has not played any ammo so far.
He's probably holding on to that ammo a bit more than she would be at the moment.
I mean, this is the thing with short. He's usually someone who likes holding all the ammo to the end, unless something got straight out. So if he has like a lineup, he'll really like to keep holding on to it. So we'll see how that plays out for him. I mean, it's just sometimes you just are able to kind of surprise the opponent, but also other times, in a way, it's just kind of you hold on to it, then never get a chance to act on it. So we'll
Yeah,
have to see how that
could be
plays
left
out.
holding the bag if you're not able to find the opportunity to get into a chain of colors that you want or whatever.
I think the thing also with brii still able to play at the moment, it is going to help her out get closer to the end.
Yeah, that early slap gave her a good amount of distance ahead of short, so even if he does have a decent run with ammo, if brii runs down close enough to the end, it might not matter. He might have to pull out more ammo earlier if he wants to try and win the first round here.
Number
As he
3 and
swaps back
3.
over to green.
We could be looking at a finish here, and this could be something where I'm
Hey,
talking about it.
we're
Still
back
think
into
putting the
red
pressure here.
territory, and that's
That'll
the
do it.
closer.
259 to open that one. And ended with the +4 as well, so kind of had that line up there.
That was
We'll
just
be
a
curious to see.
clean plan A matchup for brii there.
We'll be curious to see what short had on that one, but I mean, again, brii just kind of ran that one down.
Not sure if short would have had anything to counter with earlier there. It's possible, but
And I was mentioning before, sometimes short does like holding onto the ammo a bit, and sometimes it kind of gets to where the run happens before you even get the chance to use it. So I'm curious to see what short has to say on this one. Yeah, he did have options. I mean, again, that's kind of what I'm telling you here. So
sometimes it's just better to risk it.
yeah,
Kind of tough to make that call on the very first match of the series, but
I think the thing also is if short didn't do that switch, I mean, it would have probably given him one more turn at most. So
yeah, because it was definitely green that she was looking for with that reverse, because she didn't have anything else to really pair into that, except for maybe the wild +4, but that would not have been as clean of a finish for her.
yeah, well, I don't really got much for brii on that one. Just kind of ran that one down, plan A. But besides that, I think we'll just jump to game 2 here, and we'll see what short does. All right, gonna go one down to 11. So he's
Knocking
kind
it
of sticking
down
with.
to the double one.
So he's kind of sticking with this middle tier here at the moment. Alright. Blue 2 is gonna kick off this game, and short's gonna go one up the 3.
Oh, an early draw from brii.
That's gonna be an interesting one. I'm not sure how short's gonna react to that because we've seen in the past some people like trying to throw the opponent off to start things off, but
Yeah, like
that
there
could
could
also
be
be true.
plenty of blue to go around. It's
That
only the
could
first
also
turn.
that could also be true. we've seen it be true before. Short's gonna draw as well, so maybe just no blues off the draw.
Huh. Real curious about this. We're going into Draw City for at least a little bit.
Alright, so assuming no holds here, this is gonna be a 3-color game once we're out of it. Alright, short with a top
Potential
deck here.
top deck.
Yeah.
And
alright.
swap.
So we're looking at a 3-color game here, but short with a at least a card and a half lead. Again, brii has been the absolute ruler of chaos here so far with this run. Has really caused a lot of implications in terms of the playoffs. I mean, it started off simple with just eliminating Tevin from his season, but then took out Joao, big implication with the bubble, and now looking to deny another player of the LCQ.
We've been hopping colors over the last couple plays here. Brought out the 5s, and now we're down to green 0, green 2. I'd be surprised to see either of them swap to blue at any point.
Well, short has been running this so far. Ditto's the 7. But again, we talk about these ammo holds from short. I mean, this is where like he runs with it as the lead, maybe puts himself in the position where he can capitalize off a run this time.
This might be it. 5 cards. It's
Yeah, that'll do it. And okay, so was a little sneaky with it. Could have gotten called out. Had a small window where he could have got called out, but brii not quick enough on it. I mean, I don't even see a call out from brii, so I don't think she had it ready anyways. But yeah, 4-card run or 5-card run to the end for short. Same as brii. So short matching that.
Holding on to that blue reverse for the very end, looks like.
Yeah, I mean,
Not sure if brii had anything to defend with this time, yeah.
I mean, again, simple enough. Just flip the question on to brii on this one, because that felt like a similar game, except roles reversed.
It seemed like she was trying to keep on red for a little while there. That might have been where she wanted to get, yeah, maybe
Well,
stay on red to get the +2s going. Unless, well, maybe it was multiple colors.
Double +2 there, yeah, but I mean, maybe could have done it on green, but she could have also wanted the red green for a while. Again, with these runs, sometimes it just kind of pops up out of nowhere. So it really just comes down to how long do you want to hold on to it, and really kind of the risk management with that.
I think that's going to be the potential theme of this match. Holding the ammo or using it.
Alright, well, we'll go to game 3 here. Yeah, brii's going to go low here, so...
Alright, cutting it down.
Going to take a gamble, and red 9 is going to be the start. We'll see how short reacts. I know short doesn't typically love these lower card starts, but we'll see how this goes. Brii does really like these gambles here though, so this is more for wheelhouse. Yeah, I mean, short mentioning what we were talking about before, mirror image game. But green 5. That actually allows brii to keep going. Again, it's really tough to figure out what you do in these lower card starts here because you have no idea what the opponent has. Oh my god, a 3-card switch back into red.
He's down to 2.
Switch to yellow, that's gonna be risky. We'll see if this works.
The short might have it.
Oh, it was over anyways. The gamble does not work out.
Wow.
Yeah, just monster hand on that one, and that's kind of the risk you go with 6 cards. 51 seconds.
Upset. Dang.
That's why you never go gamble. 5 switch with I mean, yeah, I mean, you look at this. with the 5 switch, that gave Short a quicker path to the end there to go the green. I mean, still could have worked it out. What's it called? On the red, just would have taken an extra turn. But yeah, I mean, that ended up working out pretty well for Short, all things considered. Shout out to Vegas Uno. So I can't believe they actually lied to us about that. Uno is not coming to the tables. It's just like a mini hotel thing.
Yeah, gosh. I thought it
Alright,
was gonna
well,
be a big whole, like, permanent addition.
yeah, we would have had to move Super League to Vegas then, but I digress. 2-1 for Short. I don't really got much on that one, only 51 seconds. We'll go to game 4 on that. There's the line. Short. Always have it on copy paste. Yeah, we'll see where brii goes here because that 6-card start did not work.
No, not at all. I don't know what brii had in her hand entirely, but it definitely paled in comparison to 2 skips and a +4.
Yeah, I don't think she was going to be a 3-card run and a +4, honestly. So. But again, this is kind of the position Short wants to be in. 2-1 here. Maybe could have a bit of leverage room to possibly go for a power play, make it 3-1, and get that last win without it. All right, brii going to go a little bit more back to the mid tier.
All right. A bit more potential for something to work with from the start, but brii does not seem confident in the hand here.
I mean, we know how this goes for brii. So that's the first yes or no of the series. Took until game 4 for it to come out, and Short going
She
to be playing
waited a
with the game.
surprisingly long amount of time for that one.
She did something similar against Tevin where it didn't come out for a while, but this is kind of where we start seeing a bit of a mix up in tempo for what brii does.
Short's boldly answering yes, playing into the table talk here.
All right, gonna go with a double. Baseball is going.
Oh,
I'm not really sure what brii's talking about there, but
I'm
Short's gonna
not sure
respond.
either.
Oh wow, brii's out.
Okay.
Also this game is now longer than the last game. 1 minute. But it looks like Short may have picked correctly on the yes no here as brii continues. Brii has the draw on green. Will she find a switch or does she keep drawing? Yeah, she keeps drawing.
Keeps going, and Short's just gonna continue to take some advantage here if he's got more green to expend at least.
There's no baseball today. I think there was a few actually J League games going on. I only know that because I'm going to a game on the 21st. So,
Might be
but
brii's position then.
maybe brii draws. Short is now out on green, but has a lead. Not that big of a lead though.
We're in draw city, folks.
No, we are not. We go into blue. Brii denying the draw city.
And we got a countdown. 8, 7, 6. Can we get a 5?
Does Short do the 5? He does the 3-card run, and that is... Oh, man.
Tries to pull out
Well,
a
I think he
yellow
has a green
3.
3. That's not going to be good, though, because he just exposed a card. Oh, but he's
still
actually...
staying on 3.
brii might give the yellow here. Yeah, there it is. We'll see if brii actually helps brii, though. Because maybe that
She
could be a straight
might.
red.
I don't know. Short's still getting pretty low on cards. I feel like a run to the end is coming up for him again.
It's 4-7. That's going to be a big bail for Short here if you can escape with that one. You'll skip yellow 2. So not a huge punish on the yellow here. Nick is in the chat. We'll see what he has to say. But again, 2-1 at the moment. Short taking a second to think. Maybe this could be a consideration for power play or whether it's a 50-50 here.
I think that's what he's taking the moment to decide. Like, does he want to take this game 3 with it, or does he want to try and push a little bit more if there's a way for him to close out?
I mean, if he uses power play here, I think the game's over. But no, he's okay. No, I think he
Okay.
could finish here, but he doesn't go for it. It's gonna be Uno. Okay. Well, Bree's playing her own baseball game.
Does he have a
All right.
red or a 6? I'm kind of
He's gonna.
curious what the play is from here, but
All right.
Bree's
Well,
not going to let it end.
I think that was the consideration there, whether Bree had a +4 there, and Bree does have that +4, so
Keeps the game going. Bree now with a 1-card lead ahead of Short, ruining whatever plan he had to finish.
switch the yellow here from Bree. Yeah, I'm gonna be curious to see what Short was taking a second to think about with that one. +2 gets a slap in the face, so that gives him some life. That actually flips the scoreboard outright, 2-4 now, Short's favor. Could end up working out in the long term.
He's inching closer.
Bree with her off-topic table talk here coming into play.
Is baseball her new table talk strategy? I'm not really sure where this has all been stemming
Big
from.
fan of baseball here. Yellow 8 from Bree. Short is out. Both at 3 cards. Can Bree keep it going on yellow? No. Alright,
No.
so double draw.
All right, they are both prolonged from the finish, trying to see if they can get something from the deck.
I don't even know what's going on anymore at this point. But okay, draw city here. More of a full draw city here on the yellow 8.
The heck? Fish kill world record is Thanos whale.
All right, Twower, Ewower, whatever you want to say with that one. But Thanos will mention MRU, and we'll see maybe if he pops into the league next season. Bree's gonna break draw city with the red 8.
Oh, dang. Has the possession arrow.
Well, now Short has the position arrow.
Oh.
Again, how do the question's gonna be how these hands line up here, because if it's like a mess of colors, that could be a problem.
Yeah, I think they're both struggling to find a way to really finish with the cards in their hands.
Yeah. Well, I think Short has a mess of colors here. I'm not sure about Bree. Bree might be able to keep this red going.
How much ammo could they have still? I mean, there's plenty of +2s out there.
This could be a good chunk. This could be a good chunk of numbers here, but no red for both, as now it's looking to be a 2-color game here, barring a draw on yellow. Which, I mean, I think at this point, a draw on yellow is definitely going to be devastating, but that's going to help Short because that was probably a top deck red, and there's the yellow, so Short actually did get a yellow. Probably going to try to force another draw here. Bree gets another top deck on yellow here. This is not going to be a finish in any capacity. Need a switch. Short actually has another one here. Bree is out. Can Short get the switch? No.
No.
I mean, both picked them up as it went along, and they needed to get back into yellow to get rid of it. So now we're kind of stuck where we were before.
I think he was just trying to look for another ISO play, stop Bree from keeping a run ahead as she swapped over to blue.
Oh my god, a top deck +4.
There's the +2s I was mentioning. Whoa.
And Bree finds it on the draw city.
We are 2 for 2.
Alright, well, that was by far the longest game of the series so far. We'll have questions for both on this one.
Yeah, they definitely weren't as afraid to use their ammo when they saw the opportunity this time. I think Bree especially threw it out first with that +4 to stop whatever run Short might have had. I'm curious if he was really questioning that power play to finish out here, or if he thought he could chance it and get third game under his belt without it. I think it would have been worth it at game 4. I think it definitely would have been worth it for him to use the power play myself, but I mean, they both have it still. It's 2-2. They got 3 games left to go. So We'll see what their
Alright.
answers are here in a moment.
So Brii got the win off a bailout +4. Thoughts on the pace of that one, going 7 minutes and back 4 throughout, and then for short had a pause prior. Yeah, there you go. Short was considering power play and then doesn't go for it. Brii had the +4 to block it, and ultimately that game goes Brii's favor. So
Like I said again, a power play is technically part of your ammo arsenal whenever you got it. So it still plays into that theme of using your ammo or keeping it too much.
blue plus wild +4, blues 2, yellow 4, green 0 before the draw. Oh, green +2 was the draw. Okay, so that's why I was like a question marking on the what's it called, the top deck +4, because it could have been one of those +2s, and it ends up being a +2. But yeah, I mean, with that one, this has really been a game so far of patience being a killer here.
Sometimes you just gotta pull that trigger when you see it, go for the win. I feel like Short would have benefited from having a 3-1 lead going into Game 5 for sure. Also having the card count on his call.
Yep. Well, he's gonna have the power play for Game 5, or the power. He's still gonna have the power play, but he also have the call. Gonna go up to 13. I mean, again, this has really been the patience has really been the killer on this. Yellow skip for the second time, but patience has really been the killer on this one.
We'll see if they hold their patience this time.
Yeah, that's the second yellow skip start of the series.
I gotta ask, G, is yellow your favorite color out of the four in the deck? Being a Pichu main.
Yellow is big, but I'm more of a fan of Under the Sea with the blue, but
All right.
this is maybe a sign for concern here in terms of Voodoo for short, because Breach just started the game the same way they did game 1, except I think a different number. I'm gonna have to check that, but in terms of Voodoo, that's not a good sign for short here, as Brii won game 1.
Brii taking a moment here. I feel like we might be getting hit with another yes or
Actually,
no.
no, game 2 actually. The yellow skip was actually what game was the yellow skip? Am I like being delusional here?
There was a skip start on another one.
There was
previously.
definitely a
I don't
yellow
know if it
skip
was
start. I'm trying to
yellow.
find it. Yeah, no, game 1.
I got you.
Okay, no. So wait, Brie actually did the +2 at the start, so not exactly the same. I'm being a little delusional. But yeah, again, Brie with an early lead off the yellow skip, but Brie also taking a second. I know they said they were loading up a new video.
Gotta have the second monitor stream going.
Yeah, this is gonna be a lot of pressure for both players here, because this ends up being a very critical game at this point.
Oh, for sure. Hmm.
I'm wondering if Bree's trying to look back at game 1 this entire time. That could be a possibility.
Just looking for that skip start again.
Yeah, definitely taking a bit of a pause here. Well, there. Oh, draw. Okay, so pause and then draw right there.
All right. Well, I don't know if the pause can be really indicative of anything before that draw. She's probably going to explain herself in a bit. Maybe not. Okay.
Plays yellow 1. The thing is that draw actually gives short the lead back, and that's going to be a non-possession error lead. It's going to be an actual one.
Whoa.
There's a switch.
Switch over.
We'll see if that comes at the right time for short here. Doesn't want to leave us straight yellow.
I think he might have a run here.
We have not really seen short go on these big runs that are not finishes here, and we're again not gonna see that red 0.
Might have been questioning the number or if he was swapping to another color.
Red 1. That's gonna be a red 1, I think. Or a blue 0. Yeah, red 1. There you go.
red one.
No blue 1 from brii, though. Maybe it gives a little bit of safety for short.
There's always a little bit of insight you can get out of any kind of misplay.
Again, that's kind of just how the part of the bot, because, again, no message if it's a card you don't have. Oh, there's... Okay, so short, not going to be patient on this one. Going to try to use some of the ammo to get an early lead here. Going to try to be
Dang.
aggressive.
Okay. I'm actually really curious as to what his next move is going to be. If brii got something out of that, I wouldn't hesitate to hold back from it.
I mean, again, this is part of the... Probably, maybe part of a mix-up Short's trying to do here.
Got to fight chaos with a little bit of chaos of your own. I get it.
We'll see what brii thinks on this one, because now we're going the blue. He did use a red skip before to +4, so I'm wondering how much red is left in the deck here as Tim joins.
Hey, it's our debutant of the tourney.
Yes, Tim's still in. Will be last match of the round on the 20th. But Nick, I always laugh at your emoji. I mean, Nick has a good set of emojis, so the thing for me is most of mine are just like Pichu ones or anything we put in the league.
Yeah, I just got ones relating to the character in my profile pic.
Yes. Is the book Am I a Dog? Or is that what it is? I can't have I can't have an iRes version of it at the moment, but
Oh, the book, the book that he's reading.
yeah.
That the book's title is 10 Signs You're a Dad.
10 signs you're a dad? Okay.
Yeah.
That's not what I thought it would have been.
Nah, it relates to the
Yes
lore of
or
the
no? Oh,
webcomic.
short agree with an error, and short has
Oh,
selected soar.
sore.
Alright, well, Bree's gonna try again. Or short is not playing with these games.
Oh,
Will that
he's
come to
playing
bite
with
him,
them, all
though?
right. Just not in the way brii wants to.
Will that come to bite him back, possibly?
She's
This could
still
be the...
adamant.
Alright, short's gonna say yes this time. Someone's skull reacted. It was Tim.
She's in tears. Does not know what to do without the yes or no.
Critical part of the gameplay. A lot of this game has been just talking. Oh,
Whoa!
that's a big run in response here. And okay, it's only a +2, but we switched to green. So no blue for short at the moment. Short's still with the
though.
lead.
That's crazy. Still with the lead after all of that.
Yeah, how much more does brii have left though? That's really going to be the question. It's still going to be a feeling of uneasy feeling for short here, especially with less of a gap now.
Yeah, but I feel like brii burned a lot of the
Ooh,
ammo that she had right there.
bit of a
I really
test.
don't know. I mean, that's both blue reverses gone, a green reverse, +2. We're on blue now, so.
Short with blue 7 here. Short down the 5, brii at 7. I think this is really where, with the score at 2-2, this is going to be where the potential usage of the power play gets a bit risky. Because then it's potentially 2 games and then someone else having it. No answer for that one. We switch to red. Again, that's some more light switching from brii. Cross over the green,
And now
though.
we're green.
Is that what short? Oh, is that what short wanted? Brii can play it. Really getting down to the wire here. Ooh, +2.
Oh,
That's going to give a little bit more of a gap here.
he's down to 2 cards. Might not quite have the finish here, depending on what his last 2 are, but I feel like that was a good time to
Red
use the
8.
ammo.
That's going to be a risky switch.
It's
It's Uno. Uno. Now what does brii do?
What does brii got? Because, man, scary position to be in now.
Brii's going to go with
Oh
the
my
reliable
God.
yes or no here.
All
Short
right,
says
short
no.
with a potential coin flip here. We'll see how this turns out.
Yellow 3, big risk here. I think it
Was
works
that
out. It
it?
does! Short gets it! Fatal switch there, short 3-2, one away.
He
Wow,
answered the
and that
questionnaire in the
that's the
right
thing with
way.
oh my god, that's the thing with the red switch though. I feel like in most situations you got to commit to it. Brie backed out of it and that ends up costing her.
Dang. Okay, that was our longest match of the series so far. Nick with a good question here. What was yes?
846 on that one. Oh, Brie did have a wild
Oh, it
there.
was a wild.
I mean, could have also could have technically also drawn. That was actually no, that was no wait. Oh, could have gone green. Green would have saved the game.
Dang. Dang, she actually would have had a really good finish on green. That's crazy. I mean, you'd still have to get rid of the yellow 3 at some point, but
That could be a big game that ends up that honestly could be a big game that changes the course of the series with that one, especially with Brie definitely having a plausible path to the end.
well, we're going into game 6 here. Shorts ahead 3-2. Pulling ahead without using that power play earlier. Now he's got it going into this maybe a series deciding match. We'll have to see.
I mean, again, short with the power play, so I think with his win condition becomes pretty straightforward here. But Brie's gonna have to find this game 6 back, but she will have to call on that one, which can help her out.
I'm going to predict that Short's going to be holding on to his ammo again going into game 6 here, because he's going to want to string to the end with power play. I don't see any other way that he tries playing this. Like, there's no reason for him to engage in the brii chaos anymore. He just needs to find that finish before she does.
The fact she basically dumped the +4 on back and reverse has made me feel better on the play. I'm not wanting to use it defensively, but that hasn't been terribly affected me for me. So yes, no stuff is all good fun. I don't know how I swung that finish.
Sometimes Uno is just all about the luck, you know? Shout out to Twitch Plays Pokemon. Praise Helix.
And then for Brie, went for light switch towards the end. Unfortunately, the yes no betrayed you there. Thoughts on that one that potentially got away there, heading into the final 2 games with you needing to win both. Because I mean, again, that again with Brie's hand towards the end there's definitely a possible argument that you could make that Brie could have won that game.
Yeah.
Yeah, but again, sometimes Uno just comes down to those 50-50 plays, and we've seen it before where those 50-50s can determine the outcome of a match. I mean, we can even go back to last season. That's how the championship Masters D2 ended with a 50-50. So yeah, we'll see if Bree has anything to comment there on that one, but
She might be distracted by the automated Pokemon.
automated Pokemon is definitely fun to watch. And I think that is the case because she is idle.
Oh my gosh. On the second monitor.
Well, as we wait, again, I think the one big thing with the Bree coming into this tournament is she probably was the player with the least pressure coming in because she had like pretty much everything she needed already locked in. She already had the LCQ spot locked in. She was kind of far away from an at-large. Still kind of is, but I mean, it's definitely closer than she was at the start of the tournament. But How do you think that's kind of helped with her in this run, and what do you think has been some of the things that have kind of caused this to be a bit of a deficit match so far right now?
For Brii,
Yeah, for Brie.
I think, uh, well, she had a +6 that she could have played earlier. I feel like she's been opening the door a little bit too much with the table talk, yes or no. I mean, sometimes you just gotta. I mean, she waited until game 4 before opening up that door. Um, Maybe she should shut down the table talk a bit more and just focus on confusing Short in other ways. I don't know what her strategy was that she mentioned earlier, but might be the time to employ it. She's yeah, she's also distracted. There's that as well. I don't know if not having her full attention here is going to be any help, especially in a critical position like this.
Yeah, maybe it could be a big help for Short here. We'll go to game 6. Bree has the call. But again, Bree's saying it's not good. Bree has to win 2 more, both with power play here. So I think for Short, what he's going to be doing is waiting till he gets to the end to finish it off there. OG start for game 6.
All right. Class act.
I mean, starting
As
the
we got
OG
the
here.
class clown.
I think the thing with the OG here is you definitely consider this more of a lower tier start. So, I mean, if Short gets a good hand here, he's in a really good spot to possibly close this one out. But again,
Yeah,
also same possibility you get junk.
that power play though really does stretch out the limit of like how far you can take a run. So I don't know how I feel about setting the card start this low. It is a bit of gambling. Bree does have the start here though, so if she's able to luck out a little bit on her own start, might take Short by surprise. As she's still watching that Pokemon Stadium.
Yeah, hopefully this doesn't become too big of a distraction here, because dude, you keep the show rolling. But
Yeah,
47-minute stream hasn't been
it's
too
not
long.
it's not uncommon for her to delay the stream time a little bit more than necessary. I've quickly discovered.
Yeah, I mean for this for Short, it's definitely gonna add more tension here. And there it is, red 3 the open.
More tension, but also just more time to gather your thoughts on how to play the hand you got, which I'm sure he wants right now.
We'll see if he has any reds. Sometimes on these 7-card starts, you kind of start without a color, which
Yeah,
could be the
that's
case,
true.
but he's probably hoping it's not red. Shorts out. Bree with an
Dang.
immediate play there.
Dang.
Actually,
It's like she knew. That's crazy. She's already. What the
didn't do
heck?
that. That one didn't work. We'll
She
see.
is too
Short.
quick on the draw, but it's gonna get it anyway because there's nothing that Short can do to stop her.
Well, the
Wow.
Reds are not looking good here. Gets the switch finally. Blue 8. Bree already down to 5. Short up to 8, or Bree down to 4 actually. Now 3. So this is running plan A so far for Bree. Short not looking good at the moment. Gonna have to
Oh,
hope blue is something he has.
my cat has spotted a mosquito on the ceiling, so she might just run over the keyboard. I apologize for any gibberish on the chat that might show up.
Short
Whoa.
is really looking across the board here. I mean, this could potentially be not good for him, but at the same time as well, could find something here. But again, for Bree, there's really, what does this hand hold for her? Because again, she's down to 3. She's been able to play all numbers so far. We haven't seen green or yellow.
I feel like if she's got any sort of run to the end, now might be the time to power play and get there. It could be
Um,
risky with a game 7, but I don't know. She's got 3 cards left.
I mean, short hasn't really shown to not have much so far here, so who's to say you can't do it without it? But again, I
Yeah.
think with brii, just I mean, not 100% in on this. If there is something where short can respond here, this could be a bit troubling for brii. But brii could
Oh,
also
she's
just have
typing a
this
bit.
run. Wow.
Oh,
Well,
wow.
that ends up being a fatal switch.
Dang. We are down to game 7. Both power plays still here.
Yeah, for sure. It didn't seem like it was anything he could do. I mean, that switch really, unfortunately threw him in a bad spot.
Nah, that red start really put him in the worst spot, I'd say. Brii was just able to get that early run against him and dwindle down the cards faster, which was not what short needed in this game.
Yeah, I mean, not a single red from short there as we now go to game 7, but potentially season on the line for short here. Brii looking to keep things going despite not having 100% focus here. But I think the best thing for short here at this point is well, short controls the card start. That's about it because both have power plays, and I think we both know where they're going to be looking to roll this one down. But this
Yeah,
could end up coming down to who plays power play first, or if someone decides to go for a risk and goes for something defensive.
I think we're in for an interesting final match either way. Unless someone just gets crap all with their starting hand, but I don't know. I could see short going for another mid tier, which would open up the door to a lot of possibilities for how this last match can go.
All right, brii with keyboard spam. We'll see what short says. She said she doesn't. She just wants to be non-My Cook, which in the sense of she wants to play My Hail. And for sure, I will be kicking myself until 2026 if this goes sour.
Yeah, I would be too, man.
Short, brii trying to say that short should throw.
Oh,
But
are these the new table talk tactics? Whoa.
all right, short gonna go 15. Doesn't want to go for
All
the.
right.
I mean, no send I think is an option in there, but I think wants to go for the safer bet.
No,
And
I would not be going no send on game 7 like this. I think it's definitely fair for it to go high tier.
I mean, some
Keep
people
the
like
game
playing. Some people like playing full risk, and I mean, we saw the 6 work for short, but red 3 is the opener on this, and I think this
I think that
opening
was a
hand could.
very I think that 6 card start for short was a very one-time deal. I do not see him riding consistently on low card starts, and he probably knows that too.
Something interesting. Short switched off the red right away, so I'm wondering maybe a second game in a row where the red not really treating him too kindly, but we're gonna see some early switches here to kick things off.
Well, plenty of cards to burn through, presumably plenty of colors to carry it on through.
Oh my god, double dittos here. We're at a 2 chain. Green 5, yellow 5 for both.
Burning the 5s.
Alright, now we go yellow. Again, I say this with the full sense. Spot you don't want to be in is the one where you're the first to draw, so both looking to at least keep being able to run it down when they can. Ooh, +2 from short. Give himself a bit of a gap.
Probably a good early ammo play from him. I could see a world which he wants to keep that, but I don't think this match is it.
I mean, again, with short, I mean, wanting to give himself a gap, with the power play for both, and I think both looking for the same thing, it really
Yeah.
could blur the finish here. So, ooh, maybe I'm wondering if short ran out of yellow and was able to fortunately get out of there unscathed. But now we see the red.
Back here. Time to test what short had on red, if anything. He's typing up a bit. He might have had a run here.
He might have an escape here, actually. Yeah, there's your escape. 4-card run to green.
Nice. That's going to really set him ahead for a potential finish.
And brii is doubling
Oh!
down on this red here. Does short have a while to respond, or is it going to be a draw? It's going to be a draw.
No! but he's still got such a lead over brii at the moment. I think he's okay with drawn at the moment.
Short did use a lot of ammo to get out of that, but for brii now it's just going to be walking the minefield. And blows up right away, goes in the blue. brii looking for a crossover back in the red.
Something something ice.
Alright, no, nothing. Short is back in this one. Another ditto. Seen a lot of dittos in this game.
Everyone piling on the ditto react this time.
It is, okay, 4-9 on the cards here. I mean, again, for brii. Bree's gonna go for
Whoa!
a power play. That would be absolutely devastating for Short.
Whoa. I would be heartbroken if I was short right now. Yo. brii contemplating how to do this.
Oh, no.
Yo. Oh, no. Oh,
This is looking
gonna
like a
be...
heartbreaker here.
Did Short hold off on his ammo too much? Did he use it too early this time? I really don't know what his play could have been.
I mean, we're up to 3 at the moment. Oh my god, double +4.
No! Short's up to 24 cards. Gosh.
Trying everything he can with the call out, and unfortunately, I just don't see how this is gonna be. This is brii he has to bank on a brii mistype, but wow, that is gonna be a devastating one.
I don't know if we need to note the comeback on this one. I feel like it's gonna be...
Oh, goes for the
really
drawn.
feel like it's gonna be a closer here. We haven't even gotten to the end of the power play here. This has just been a run. Is brii just distracted by the...
I think brii is like just making absolutely sure they don't mistype this, because that's gonna be the only opening Short has.
Oh my gosh. The nerves are high.
I mean, if this ends up, the problem with this is that the power play has not even been used yet. We're still on the first run.
I really think this is the closer. She's just drawing it out right now.
I'm wondering if Bree's just still trying to figure this out here.
No, I really think she got distracted
Okay, there
with
it
the
is.
Pokemon
There it
thing
is.
again.
Red Wild, Red Reverse, that's it. And tried to get the call out, unfortunately, with the just trying to make sure that it got lined up, and yeah, that's gonna be a heartbreaker for Short there. I mean, that is a huge ammo run to end it.
Short going down without the power play being used. He could have closed out a match with it earlier, but opted not to. And then he never got the opportunity to use it.
That is honestly a really unfortunate way for that one to end. With this is a 9-card run to the end at this point with the power play. I mean,
my
like,
gosh.
blue, I mean, a lot of ammo on blue, and then a +2, double +4, and then just ran it on red with the wild. I mean, that's just crazy ammo.
brii continuing her surprise streak in this last tournament of the season. She came into this one like with only 3 match wins, right? 3 series wins?
She came into this with 3 series wins, now up to 6.
Doubling it. Dang. And she makes it back to the regional finals and robs Short of the LCQ for this year. Man.
I mean, technically, Short's not out of it yet. I mean, if less than 8 people make it, he still makes it, but, like, that's not the position you want to be in, so he's just gonna have to hope for a lot of results to go his way, but, yeah, that's not the way he wanted that one to end. I don't think that was the way anyone wanted to end, with a 9-card run to the end, but, I mean, I'm looking through this, there wasn't really a lot of moments where there was draws on brii's end, so I feel like a lot of that just had to have been from the start. Yeah, because, I mean, only a +2, that's really all that happened.
What a series. Man. I mean, I feel like what I said earlier still holds true. The whole idea of the ammo and the patience being the highlight of the momentum of this match.
All right. Well, I think I know who that is again with the DQ thing, but we'll see. I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna see what Brii has to say on that one, but.
So it's gonna be brii versus Mihail next, right? I'll let you type up the question.
I think I know who Short's talking about specifically, but
Yeah, same here.
no idea. I mean, the only thing I really have to wonder is if like it was just additional ammo or if it was just something that delayed the finish. I mean, I think that's really what put the dagger in that one. Was the first wild Brii had, because that forced Short back into the red, and the problem was, I mean, Brii still would have had a way to find the end with the red there towards the end. So
Yeah. Having so much ammo from so far out, it's kind of hard to stop that. I don't know. I definitely think he could have had a chance to close it out in his favor a bit earlier with that power play, like I mentioned. That just went unused on his end the whole game. That I believe it was game 4. Yeah.
yeah, it was game 4. That was the one he was considering using power play, and ultimately that seemed to be the one that ended up being a serious attack. Because I mean, again, if he used it there, could have hypothetically won that 4-1. But again, that's just some for Uno just comes down to these 50-50s.
Yeah. I don't know if I got much more to say on this match here, G. It's been a chaotic run for brii. I don't know if anyone was expecting her to make it back to regional finals after her performance in the last 2 tournaments here, but here we are.
Yeah, again, I'm gonna take a look at the bracket here. This is not the challenge bracket, just to see the results that have to go. So for this puts Short in the same boat for Evan here. So ironically earlier today one of the results did fall his way with Atomic going out, but for Short he needs technically only one of these people can win. He can only allow one of Wes, Breath, Tim, and Jordy to win. So he needs 3 of those people to lose. And for Breath, Breath's already in the regional finals, so that one's a 1-game. The other ones besides Wes are 2. So technically speaking, if Tim and Jordy lose, and then Wes loses his match, then actually Evan and Notshort will make it in. But yeah, and there you go.
Hmm.
I'm just gonna quickly type this up for the people not in. And there's Evan again, another person supporting. And it's ironic because I was saying he didn't have supporters here, but he has 2 big supporters going into that one tomorrow. But um, yeah, but I mean, again, that's gonna be the situation for them. Only needs 3 of the 4 to lose, so they could afford 1, but not 2. So if if Wes wins tomorrow, then that regional finals round is going to have at most 3 games that they're going to be having laser eyes on. Again, that just kind of makes that bubble conversation more and more chaotic. But, I mean, what's good? Nifty, any final thoughts on that one? I mean, I don't think that was the way people want, anyone really wanted that one to end, but that was definitely a really good back and forth match throughout.
Oh, I'm sure that's the way that brii wanted it to end. But yeah, I definitely wasn't expecting it to go to game 7 again here, ending in brii's favor. I thought Short would have been able to close it out with his ammo holding strategy and holding on to power play, but yeah, surprising turn of events and a bit of luck in the wrong places for Short makes his run end a little shorter than he'd like to. He's not completely out of contention, but it's kind of looking bleak. It's out of his control, and that's, I think, the worst feeling.
Yeah, I mean, ironically for Evan Short, two of those people can be taken out by one person. But again, an interesting scenario that could pop up if one of these 4 wins, then technically that would put 9 in the LCQ, and that would make a play-in game in a way for Short and Evan. So that could be interesting if that's how it and we were talking about this before, how Cyan could just be on a run of ending people's seasons. So we'll see how that works out. But again, that'll do it for the stream here. We're about to hit midnight here, but thank you all for watching. It was quite the match here. Congratulations to brii on the win in a very close match. Short, unfortunately, going to have to wait and see on what his season holds in these next 2 rounds, but until then, we'll have brii as a locked-in match for the regional final in the defense region. But on behalf of the MRE Uno team, including my co-commentator Nifty and all our players, thank you all so much for watching. Congrats brii on the win here, and I will be heading out for the rest of the tournament. I am going to Japan and Vietnam, so I will be unfortunately out of action for the rest of this one, but we'll hand it over to the team for the rest of the streams, including Short, KT. We'll try to maybe have a few in there as well, but will be a good one. Got a lot of great action for you to wrap up this regular season and all the drama in the world with the playoffs. But until then, take care, everyone. Have a good night and stay safe.
This has been a presentation of MRE Uno Division 2.